It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got Desmond Ridder. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Black Knights and the Dolphins. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin.
Go ahead.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will McDonald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Looking to pass. Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Quentin Williams, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready. Set.
They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game: 10 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Allen here on the screen. Finding room at midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll give to Hall. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Hall again on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Touchdown! Justin Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a...
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Gets this one to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. In motion, Hill. Off of play action. Tagovailoa steps away. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run. Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Hall again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go, set.
On the counter, it's Hall. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Ready, break.
3rd down and 6.
Real green. Set.
Here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ritter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Ritter now. Looking middle, and that's complete. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Ritter will set up to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a very a solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Ready?
Ritter to throw it. And he completes it to Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Set. Ready. Zoom black. Set.
Ritter from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Down. Go peak. Set.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want.
Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Option play. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
10 cycles.
Up the middle they go. It's Allen. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all had that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
He's got Allen. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Braylon Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On play action, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd and 5. Ritter back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Ready.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th.
Down. Trouble, 38. Red, yellow. Check.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Flush to his right. Stick. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, you. Check.
Back to throw, Ritter. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to pass, Tua. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he shoved a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a yard. In motion, Hill. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw caught by Achane. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Right here.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Hill going to go in motion right. On 3rd down, Achane. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
560. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here we go. Set.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ready.
Here's Ritter. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Ready.
Ritter. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it's...
Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score. Here's Tua. Short throw to Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Off of play action. Tagovailoa.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Tua sets up to pass it. He stiff arms him. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
44. Ready.
Throwing Tua. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 1st and 10.
All right.
Tua. And this one complete to Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now Tua. Dancing to his left.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off. And
this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Tagovailoa. And he will get into the end end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Cut.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Brooklyn, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.